You know, there's nothing like being late for a meeting. You reach the building and you head to the elevator. You notice that your meeting is at the 14th floor. As you enter the elevator, you start looking for the button to press for the 14th floor. And your eyes start reading the buttons. 10, 11, 12, 14. There it is. You can now press the button. But wait, something's off here. What happened to the 13th floor? It must have been a mistake. You keep a mental note of the incidents, and you start seeing the same thing at different random buildings and hotels. And you wonder if this is related to the superstition of 13. It has to do something with it. This can't just be random. But the question is, why do we consider the number 13 unlucky? Well, stick around and find out why. Right, so you've probably seen these before. Some hotels skip the number 13 and go straight to 14 when they number the floors. This is true for other tall buildings as well. The reason is because of the general dislike of the number 13 by the general population. I gotta say, when I was looking for the origin of the unlucky 13, I found different sources. I came across everything from some of the earliest ancient writings all the way to the Bible. So yeah, the exact origins of the superstition are unknown, but many historians believe it comes from Christianity. It boils down to the story of the Last Supper when Jesus was having a dinner with 12 guests. Judas, who by the account of the Bible betrayed Jesus, was said to be the 13th guest. Personally to me, while I can see how you can relate the Bible story to the number 13, I always thought, really? There's gotta be another reason for this. But before we talk about the other reasons, don't forget to leave a like or comment. It really helps out the YouTube algorithm as a lot of time goes into making these videos. So let's talk about the other reasons on why 13 is considered a bad luck. I've done some research and I came up with an interesting conclusion. Back in the day, in the ancient times, the number 12 was considered the perfect number. The ancient Sumerians had a number system that was based on 12. Kind of like how these days our number system is based on 10. Back in the day, it was based on 12. I have an old video that talks about why is a minute 60 seconds, which roughly talks about how the number 12 was used back in the day. I'll put the link in the top right corner. But you can see the effect even in these days. Most calendars have 12 months. A single day is divided into 2 half days of 12 hours. I think you can see the trend on how influential the number 12 was. Some may argue that the number that came after 12 wasn't really liked. I think you can say that the poor number 13 wasn't as cool as 12. It looks like these days, the fear of the number 13 is more of a Western idea. You know, matter of fact, in some other cultures like the ancient Egypt, the number 13 was quite a lucky number, while in China, it's actually the number 4 that's considered unlucky. It seems that over time, the number 13 superstition has stuck to this day. Some hotels don't even have a room 13, while many other tall buildings don't even have a 13th floor, jumping straight from 12 to 14. Even some airlines refuse to have a row 13 in their planes as well. But what do you think about the subject today? Do you have any fear of the number 13? Personally, I think superstitions came from a time when life was quite uncertain and you didn't have control over your life. You had to deal with wars, plagues, famines, and all the uncertainties that people dealt in the past. And the one thing that you could control was doing lucky things or avoid doing unlucky things. And while life has changed drastically throughout the history, some of those beliefs are still around today in the context of the past. Let me know in the comment section below, but be nice to each other. And if you have a curious mind that wants to learn stuff, well, check out the rest of the channel as well.